me again. Let's take a moment to acknowledge the very angry spot, which in hindsight I definitely shouldn't have squeezed because it just made it worse. It just made it angrier. Don't look directly at it. We just have to show it some respect and hope that it will leave us alone. Peanut, when you get spots, don't ever squeeze them. I mean, unless they're really tempting. Don't ever squeeze them, Peanut. Anyway, today's video is not about spots, despite the first 20 seconds. Today's video is about London, she says, as she's quite clearly not in London. Because I've worked in London for a whole year now. 11th of May is my 1 year working in London anniversary, which I think is something you get chocolate for. So here's what I've learned of our capital city and its people so far. Quick disclaimer that some of this stuff probably also applies to working in other big cities, not just London, but London is the only big city that I've ever worked in, so that's what I'm basing it on. Firstly, there are definite tides. London is a tidal city. There's one about 8:30 in the morning and then another one about 6:30 at night because everyone rushes out of the tube in the morning to go to work and then at the end of the day, they rush back in again. And if your commute to work crosses one of these tidal points, like mine does, then you end up having to play cross the human stream. I know, newsflash, there are a lot of people in London. Who knew? Waiting for the green man at traffic lights seems to be optional for London pedestrians. Anywhere else in the country, I would stand by the side of the road and wait patiently for the green man. But plonk me in London and suddenly I'm swept along with the general thought that waiting for the green man is tedious and boring and not for me, thank you very much. Hold on there, buddy, there's still some traffic coming through, so if you can just wait a moment for my pal Mr. Green to show up. Nope, I can't wait. Wherever I'm going, it's vitally important that I get there 30 seconds ahead of when I would if I waited around for the green man. That might be so, but I really would feel better if you just wouldn't mind hanging around for a couple more moments. I'm off. I don't know why I bother. Bus etiquette. Now this is something that possibly applies to other big cities, but I've never really used the bus all that much outside of London. I now catch the bus every day, and I like to sit on the upper deck. On the upper deck there are rows of 2 seats, one by a window, one by the aisle. What happens as people get on the bus is they fill up the empty seats by the windows first, and this continues until every single window seat is taken. Then when people get on, they find that they have to sit next to someone, something which as a nation we hate doing. You have to kind of perch with one butt cheek on the seat. If at any point during the journey a double seat becomes available, so the window and the aisle seat is empty, someone has to move to it. The unspoken rule is that you sit next to a stranger for as little time as is humanly possible. And even though this is the general rule that was decided long before I started using the bus, when I have to do it, it still basically feels like I'm standing up and saying to the person next to me, "Hi, I don't want to sit next to you." We haven't said a word to each other, but the 10 minutes that I have sat next to you were the worst 10 minutes of my life. I find you repulsive. I have to get away from you. I don't like you. If the sun's out for more than 10 minutes, it's a sign, nay, an order from the universe to get to the pub. Doesn't matter what day it is, doesn't matter what time of day it is. If the sun is out, you get yourself to a pub and you stand outside it drinking. Obviously still within the little roped off pavement area so that you're standing uncomfortably close to strangers. Basically what I've learned from working in London is that you have to get used to strangers encroaching on your personal space quite a lot. Which is weird because I hate that. But I really like working in London. Hi again, my name is Rebecca and I post a new video every Wednesday. There's tons of stuff that I have left out or not yet learned about London, so please forgive any omissions, and if you have anything else to add, do so in a comment. Thanks so much for watching. I'll be back next week. In the meantime, please remember to work hard, laugh harder, and always accept a hug. Bye!